So, dear students, here we go with Module 1, Give, which indicates acts of offering, returning, and relinquishing. Just a quick look at the verb relinquish before we start. It basically means to voluntarily give up, surrender, or let go of something. It can refer to giving up a possession, right, or title, often in a formal or symbolic manner. For example, we can say relinquish the crown. In this context, it means to give up or abdicate one's royal authority or position. This is especially appropriate in historical royal contexts, such as when a monarch decides to step down from the throne. For instance, if a leader relinquishes power, they are stepping down and giving up their authority. Similarly, if someone relinquishes a claim to a property, they are formally giving up the rights to that property. Give away. We use this verb to reveal a secret or to donate something. We also have a curious idiomatic expression, to let the cat out of the bag. Its origins hark back to a marketplace deception. One of the most commonly cited origins comes from medieval marketplaces. Supposedly, a common scam was for a seller to claim they were selling a pig which was kept in a bag to make it easier to transport. A naive buyer might not check inside, only to later discover that purchased a less valuable cat instead of a pig. If someone accidentally opened the bag before the transaction was complete, the scam would be exposed. Hence, they'd have let the cat out of the bag. Give back. It means to return something to its original owner. It usually implies a sense of duty or moral obligation, not just the act of returning. We can return lost property to its rightful owner or donate to a community as a gesture of gratitude. In this image, a boy returns money to his friend. Give in. It means to surrender or acquiesce. It's often used in situations of negotiation or resistance. Over time, one party might give in due to the pressure of being convinced. In this image, we have a soldier waving a flag, a white flag, in sign of surrender. Give off. It means to emit a smell, light, or heat. This is about something naturally releasing or producing a particular kind of energy or scent. Certain flowers give off a strong scent at night. Scent in Italian is odore. Give onto, to face or open into a space. It's often used in architectural or spatial contexts to describe how one area leads to or provides a view of another. So, for example, a balcony that gives onto the sea, or a window that gives onto a garden, such as depicted in this image. Give out, to distribute or run out of energy. This has dual meanings, one about sharing resources and the other about depletion. Depletion is esaurimento di qualcosa, di risorse. For example, you can give out flyers to people on the street to distribute it. The meaning is to distribute. So in this image, we have a courier giving out a package or a letter to someone. But on the other hand, we have a second meaning, and it means to become exhausted or used up. This applies to, for instance, a battery-operated device when it stops working after its batteries give out. So batteries can become exhausted or used up, and we use the phrasal verb to give out. Give over. It means to devote time or attention to something, or also to stop an activity. So we have two meanings. This can indeed mean fully committing one's energy or focus to a task, quindi dedicarci completamente interamente ad un'attività. Alternatively, it can be an informal way of telling someone to stop doing something. Giving over a weekend to complete a project. I could give over an entire weekend to complete my project. If I say give over when they're teasing you, give over, stop. The sense is stop. Lascia stare, lascia perdere. Give over to, it means to cede control or use of something to someone. It implies a level of trust or resignation, where one party yields control to another, quindi cedere il controllo a qualcun altro. A retired artist giving over their studio to a budding young talent. Give up. It means to quit or relinquish. Beyond just quitting, it often carries an emotional weight of surrender, sometimes after persistent trying or holding on. Then we have go, the other set of verbs, go, which indicates motion, progression, and actions. Go through, it means to experience or examine carefully, so we have two different meanings. This can mean enduring a challenging situation or scrutinizing a document in detail. We could say recovering after going through a tough breakup, or checking a contract thoroughly before signing it. In the image that I have chosen, we have a couple that's going through a crisis. Okay, go up. What does it mean? It means to increase in size or amount or price. It usually indicates an upward movement or trend. For example, we could say property prices tend to go up in prime locations. In the image that I have chosen, there's a businessman indicating the performance that's going up, business performance that actually went up that year. Go away. Go away. If I say go away to someone, I want him to leave a place. It can be a literal departure or a command for someone to leave. Another example could be, I need some time alone, please go away. So go down basically means indicates the act of descending. For example, I'm going down the stairs, or to decrease and to be remembered in history. To go out has three meanings. Number one, to leave a place, usually to go somewhere for entertainment. Then, an example. Those two have such an obvious chemistry that I'm surprised they've never gone out. Number two, to leave one's home. Let's go out tonight. I don't feel like cooking. Quindi significa materialmente uscire di casa. Usciamo insieme. Non ho voglia di cucinare. And number three, to stop functioning. After the power went out, I spent the night reading by candlelight. To go off, it means to explode, to ring for alarms, or to begin. Okay, it refers to sudden, often unexpected occurrences. For example, the fireworks went off at midnight. I fuochi d'artificio sono iniziati a mezzanotte. There's another example that we could refer to. Begin, it means to begin to talk extensively about something. He went off on a series of excuses for his bad behavior. This is another example of go off. Go on, it means to continue. It shows a persistence or progression in an action or event. The show must go on despite the challenges. To go in for, to have as a hobby or to participate in some activities. It means showing an interest or engaging in an activity. Example, she goes in for badminton every weekend. So she go into enter. Enter in the physical sense into a place. Moving from an external space to an internal one. Example, he went into the store to buy some groceries. Now let's talk about look, which expresses acts of seeing, searching, and perception. And in particular, look up. Look up means to search for information, especially in a reference book or online. Therefore, actively seeking out specific information. If you don't know the word, look it up in the dictionary. Look up to, it has the meaning is to admire or respect someone. It means holding someone in high regard for their qualities or achievements. She always looked up to her elder sister for guidance, look after, to care for or watch over. It means to take responsibility for someone's well-being or something's upkeep. Can you look after my plants while I'm away? Look at, to direct your eyes in order to see. When you look at something, you look with intention. Physically orienting one's gaze towards something. Look at the beautiful sunset. Look around or look around. It means to explore or examine a place. a casual or comprehensive survey of an environment. They looked around the new apartment before moving in. Look back on something, to think about something in your past. When I look back on my college days, I feel nostalgic. Look down on, to regard someone with a feeling of superiority. Example, it's wrong to look down on others because of their background. Okay, look for, to search for something or someone. It's basically the act of seeking or trying to locate, cercare di individuare qualcosa. Look forward to, it means to anticipate something with pleasure. I look forward to our next meeting. Look into, it means to investigate or examine. It indicates a deeper exploration or study, often to understand or solve. Example, the police will look into the matter. Look out, to be careful or watchful, quindi fare attenzione. A warning or alert, to be aware of potential danger. Example, look out, there's a car coming. Fai attenzione, sta arrivando una macchina. Look over, to quickly examine or review. For example, can you look over this report for any errors?